Hello and welcome to our second module in our series of 4 Wellbeing modules. This session focuses on secondary trauma and we aim to give you a better understanding and the ability to recognise the impact of this area. You will recognise this quote from our first session, reminding ourselves to take care of ourselves before we're able to take care of others.
Hello and welcome to the second module in the series of 4 on teacher wellbeing. This module has a very specific focus of secondary trauma. That is when we start to feel bad because of the stories and the experiences we're hearing and helping others deal with. Hopefully this session will give you some ideas such as visualization and mindfulness that will help you deal with those emotions and keep yourself well and healthy. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
A good way to start this module might be to have a moment to think about what does well-being mean to you, what impacts on you both at home and at work, what things make a difference to how you're feeling, how well you can cope, the impact others have on you, and take a moment to be conscious of the elements in your life that affect you emotionally. The area of secondary trauma is a well-researched and understood concept when it comes to well-being and feelings of positivity. When we work with and help others who have been through trauma, the stories they tell us and the information we learn from them has an impact on us too. If you imagine for a moment that you were to write on post-it notes all the different traumatic, negative and difficult experiences that you have helped to support pupils with, and imagine all of these post-its sticking to you, how heavy and weighed down you might feel. This is secondary trauma. If we do not recognise it and deal with it, then it can lead to emotional burnout. This is described as a syndrome of emotional exhaustion, depersonalization, and reduced personal accomplishment that can occur among individuals who work with people and hear their trauma. There are lots of signs of secondary trauma, as you will see in the slide. Things such as being numb to emotional experiences, feeling a sense of disconnectedness from the people around you or your environment, find that you are worrying and talking about work all the time, having a more negative view of your world, and generally feeling you have less self-esteem, less motivation, and no time or energy for yourself. However, this is not all doom and gloom. There are many things we can do to address the risks from secondary trauma. One of the most effective and important things is to establish boundaries. When you are not involved with an individual who is going through trauma or not directly working with them, it's important to stop thinking and worrying about that person. This, however, is easier said than done. Some ways that we can do it is through the following techniques. Mindfulness is a very effective way of losing ourselves in the present moment and not focusing on others and their worries and concerns. We can use visualization, where we take a moment to become present and gradually let others' worries and troubles ebb away from our own consciousness. We can seek supervision from peers and others around us to explore how we're feeling about certain things and to deal with some of our emotions in a safe context. We can reframe, where we think about things differently and try and explore different interpretations of the same event. We can remember the positives and the good things in our own lives and recognise them as a protective factor against the negative and difficult things that we are hearing. There will also be lots of other things that you do in your life that makes you feel good, that reminds you of what you have to be grateful for, and that brings you into your own present and allows you to escape from some of the negativity around about you. If we are aware that others' negativity will come and stick to us, also known as transference, and that we are aware also that we need to deal with this negativity and find a way from it not becoming central to ourselves and overwhelming our own thoughts and feelings. And to do this, we engage in lots of different activities, thought processes, and well-being actions. Then we are able to make sure we're not an empty cup by taking care of ourselves first. I hope some of the themes in this module have been useful, and if you wish to explore any of the ideas further, please feel free to do so. Thank you for listening, and goodbye for now.